Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys things that you guys will be needing for prom. And this is just my opinion based on my experience at prom. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. Okay, so I'm going to be going over like the most important ones first. And that is our makeup. So I remember wearing my eyelashes when I went to prom. And when we didn't even get there yet and it started to get all loose because I don't know what I was doing, but like either I was like kind of like napping or sleeping or doing something and my eyes got a little watery, and so like the ends of my lashes started to fall off. So by the time that I actually got to prom, I had no lashes, no liner, no backup makeup whatsoever. So you know how when you take your lashes off there's like a clear white band? It was so bad. I really didn't take any photos. Like the only photos that I actually got from prom were the professional ones that I took, and that was like a pre-prom photo shoot kind of thing. And the next thing that you guys will be needing if you guys are going to prom with lipstick on is your lipstick, because lipstick tends to like wear off within like 2 to 3 hours. And so if your prom is somewhere far away, then make sure that you bring backup lipstick. And if you are planning on like smooching your boyfriend or something like that, your boyfriend or girlfriend, make sure that you have backup lipstick, because when it smears and everything like that, then it's just not going to look pretty. But I didn't have a problem with my lipstick. It actually stayed on all day. And yeah, so the next thing that I think that you guys will need if you are oily like me is your setting powder, because once you get all sweaty and once you start dancing like crazy, your makeup's going to be kind of like smearing off unless you have like a wonderful primer. And at the time I did, so I didn't have much problem with I didn't have many problems with like my makeup sliding off or anything like that. So I'm just suggesting this if you guys have problems with your makeup lasting on all day long. Let's see, what else? I think that if you guys are going to be wearing any sort of makeup, just bring like backup lipstick, liner, eyelash glue. I'm kind of just going over what I said earlier, and some pressed powder. So I think those are like the main makeup essentials. The next thing that I wrote down here was Febreze. You are going to need Febreze if you are dancing on the floor. Don't expect everybody to smell like daisies and flowers, because when I went on the floor, the dance floor, I literally gagged. My eyes got so watery, and I was like, I am not dancing here. And fortunately, there were 3 dance floors, and so I went on the third one where there was like barely anybody, because like I think on the first or second floor there was like so many people, and I just remember this one guy, okay? He was like literally soaked in sweat. It was just so disgusting. Like talking about it makes me want to cringe. But yeah, and so I remember like the back of his dress shirt looking all like sweaty, and there was like, you know, like the whole back was just so nasty. And I saw that, but I didn't want to assume that he smelt that or anything, which was pretty obvious that he did. And I really wish I would have had Febreze at the time, because I would have just pretended to dance and just like spray it secretly, you know, so he could save some other people from fainting. So yes, Febreze is a must. And yes, they do make little mini spray bottles, so you won't end up at prom looking like a freaking crazy girl with your big old Febreze bottle. The next thing that you should bring is a hair tie, because once you start dancing like crazy, you're not going to care about your pretty little hairstyle. You're going to just want your hair out of the way. But once again, I didn't have a problem with that. But I sure did see yeah, some really sweaty girls, and I really wish I could have helped them out with their hair tie, because they looked like a mess. And I think that if you don't really know your date, if your date is not like your, you know, boyfriend or girlfriend, then you're going to need some gum or some Mentos, because you don't want to scare them away with your breath, and that would really suck. But fortunately, I went with my boyfriend, and at the time we weren't dating yet, but I still felt comfortable enough to just talk to him. Nah, just kidding. I actually did bring some gum. And the last thing that I think is like super important for prom is carrying a tiny clutch, and probably like less than $20, because I honestly don't feel like you need any money for prom unless you're planning to spend it all before prom, like whether you're going to take photos or go out to dinner and stuff like that. You should like just have your card, or like just kind of know and estimate how much you're going to be spending, and then, you know, spend like most of your money at that restaurant. Because honestly, once you get to prom, no one's going to carry your wallet for you. Everything's going to be left at the table, and you don't want a lot of cash sitting in your wallet, and I do remember a whole bunch of people's stuff getting stolen when I went to prom, and it was really sad. Luckily, like, I'm not one to, you know, put like my money in my boobs or anything like that. I honestly had a good friend who didn't really want to dance, and so that person just decided to like hold their stuff because that person was into dancing or anything like that, and they don't have any lockers or anything like that, so make sure to not carry that much stuff. And for makeup, you know, no one's gonna really care about your makeup and stuff like that, so that can be something that you could just easily put into your clutch and just leave, knowing that even if it does get stolen, you could always replace it. But who steals makeup? I doubt anybody really would. Okay, so before ending this video, I want to leave you guys with one great advice for all of the women out there or anybody who is going to be wearing a dress to prom. Make sure that you know exactly where you guys are going and check the weather, because for this poor girl, she didn't know, I guess, and so she bought a really short dress, and it was one of like those fairy dresses, and it has like a really pretty sequin top up here, and then it kind of flowed out like a fairy in tutu basically. And so she was going upstairs, and I was right behind her, unfortunately, and bam, like, it was so windy, and I saw everything, and I was so disgusted. I was like, holy smokes, this is so nasty, but I feel so bad for her. And so I was trying to tap her, but then it just kept blowing, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to like back up. And so she finally realized it, because she honestly didn't do anything bad at first, and then her boyfriend decided to cover her behind. So know where you guys are going, and if you want a short dress, make sure you guys wear some spandex, and if not, then the world is gonna see. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I truly appreciate it. I hope that you guys take these tips into consideration, and if you guys do decide to take what I told you guys to take, because you guys are gonna need it, then let me know down below how your prom went, and send me pictures and whatever to my email if you guys want. I hope that you guys have a blast at prom, because it should be really fun and not boring. So make the best out of it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!